Young scientist. This is Mr. Overholt with the Winston-Salem Forsyth County School Science Department. Today we're going to be talking about weather data, comparing it to yesterday's weather data, looking at the forecast maps, and even looking at a prediction for this weekend. Currently outside at Moore Elementary, we're using the Moore data. They're in the central part of Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools, so we're going to stick with this one. Currently it's 49 degrees Fahrenheit outside. We have 0 miles per hour wind, so there's not any wind out there. We're going to call that calm. We had a gust at 6 o'clock this morning at 11 miles an hour. There was some good winds happening when I was up at that time. Humidity sitting at 95%, which means it's almost completely saturated. We'll get a check and we'll see what that looks like with our actual observations outside. It did rain. We got just over an inch of rain today in the last 24 hours. So 1.11 inches or 1 1100ths of an inch of rain came down. Our barometric pressure, our air pressure is 29.80, 29 and 8 tenths of an inch of mercury. Here it is. It says it is rising slowly. So if we're going to be rising slowly, we should be getting to a higher air pressure. That leads me to believe that we are not going to be seeing more rain today as long as this continues to rise. We're going to be seeing clearing skies today, less clouds and less clouds as it continues to clear. I said we're going to compare with yesterday's. So here we go. I've got a weather journal that started putting together yesterday's data. Granted, we're off by a couple hours. I did not get my video done as early as I wanted to yesterday. We were at 56 degrees and now we're at 50 degrees, 6 degrees cooler. We are also looking at that difference in time. That's part of that. Our air pressure. This is where we were yesterday, and we were sitting at this, and I believe we were either rising slowly or steady at that point, but we did drop. We dropped drastically. Around 9 o'clock last night, it was pouring like crazy outside. Heavy rain. That's where we got to have that inch total. An inch of rain in a day is a lot of rain. Most places, that's what we look at, seeing what we have. But usually we're in a tenth of an inch of rain, but that was a lot of rain. But the air pressure dropped. As the air pressure drops, it allows more moisture to be in the air and allows for more precipitation to happen. So yes, it did rain yesterday. It was in the form of rain. It was not sleet, snow, or hail. And we received 1.11 inches of rain in the rain gauge. Still cloudy outside, still stratus clouds, and it is cool and calm out there. We wanted to make sure we have that comparison. Now the map. Again, here's North Carolina. We're right here in this little spot. Here's that storm that came through last night. It is moving straight on out of here. Now, we said there was a warm front that was pushing north into there, and that kind of is cooling down, and that's not happening so much. But look at this big H. This H is what? Yeah, that's high pressure. The high pressure, if it continues to move east, that's going to help us out. We've got a cold front that is down here in the southern part of the United States, going through Texas, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, and we start to see that is pushing south, which means that I'll bet you that as the jet stream pushes our high pressure to the east, I'll bet you it's going to slide down south a little bit too, and that's causing us to have the high pressure will come in the next day or so. Want to make sure this is what we're looking at next. Look at all those low pressures that are out there. This is in the mountains, so that snow that we're seeing there, that we will not see that snow. We're too warm to be able to see that snow happening here in North Carolina at this time of year. But that is on the move. As we look at our windy map, here is what the radar is showing it came through. This is that rain that came through last night. We are clear. There is nothing else coming off from us in this area. And if we look at the temperatures that are coming, we see that we are still sitting in that 49, 50, 52 range, somewhere in that vicinity. And we're looking like we're going to be having a good time here with some temperatures. Here's the cloud cover and what has happened out there. This is where that high pressure was coming from. So it's going to push through and kind of clear us out. I think as we go through our day, yeah, we're going to start to see the cloud cover decrease and we start to move through it as it pushes off towards the east. Now, I said we're going to look at a prediction for later on. According to AccuWeather on the Twitter, um, it says that by Saturday, going into Sunday, Saturday and Saturday night, the jet stream. This is what that gray line is. That jet stream. You see the arrows are pointing, and it's moving from the west east, but it is dipping and troughing as it goes. This is pushing in, and this is this large thunderstorm risk. This is for Saturday night. So that where if that's pushing there, it's going to continue to push, and it will get to us Saturday night into Sunday. I'll bet you. So this is a large storm that is going from Texas all the way up into Michigan and every state in the middle. That's what's going to be pushing on through for that one. So as we are looking at our weather, remember to look outside, take your observations, compare those observations to the data that we're receiving. Um, it helps us to understand what's happening out there and what's going to be happening in the future as we look at it. Keep looking through the skies and we'll see what's happening. I'll see you later.